All right, guys, welcome back to another video. We have a couple of things here to talk about. First of all, let's start with the Xbox Activision Blizzard acquisition. As we know, the CMA went ahead and blocked the deal. Microsoft said that they were going to appeal, but they hadn't officially appealed yet until now. We have this article here from Bloomberg saying that Microsoft formally filed its appeal against the UK antitrust watchdog's decision to block its $69 billion deal for Activision Blizzard. They say here, Microsoft lodged a suit at the Competition Appeal Tribunal, which is CAT. We see CAT referred to whenever we're reading about this on social media or anything like that. And they did that on Wednesday. And this was on the deadline to file the appeal. And this is a big thing here because they have a little bit more to work off of now that the EU has actually gone ahead and approved this deal. So they're probably going to bring some of the decision that the EU made into the actual appeal process and talk about the behavioral remedies, show off the cloud gaming 10-year deals that they have been making. They've already done announcements for games coming over to these streaming services like NVIDIA GeForce Now and Boosteroid, a bunch of games coming by June 1st. So they're already moving forward with their plan, which makes me think they're going to go ahead and close this deal no matter what comes out of this appeal with the CMA or whatever the final decision is. They're probably still going to go ahead and close this deal. Now, when it comes to the actual process of everything here, it says that the judicial review process will begin and could take as long as 9 months. So this could go all the way into 2024. They say CAT cases are usually heard by 3 judges, including a member who has specialist knowledge. And the Microsoft spokesperson didn't comment beyond confirming the filing, and an Activision spokesperson didn't immediately respond to a request for comments. So there you have it, 9 months it could take. Hopefully it takes less long than that, but I hope this isn't something that just continues to be a major focus for Xbox for the next 9 months if it goes all the way to them, because we have a huge showcase coming up on June 11th, and Activision Blizzard should be the last thing on Xbox's mind right now as we lead up to the rest of 2023. The door is open for Xbox, who dominate this year in terms of content, after we saw the PlayStation showcase just yesterday, where in terms of first-party content, there's only one game, which is Spider-Man or Spider-Man 2, and it's confirmed for fall 2023. No specific date, though, so you don't even know if 100% that game is going to make it out this year. It looks like it will. Insomniac is good at hitting their dates, but that's it. Microsoft has a massive chance here. They already have Hi-Fi Rush, which did very well. Obviously, Redfall critically was a miss. And then Starfield coming out, Forza Motorsport, whatever else they have. Like, this could be a massive year for Xbox to kind of turn that tide from 2022 and put the pressure back onto PlayStation for the next year and in the upcoming years, and then continue with that momentum of releasing games. 3 to 4 years would just be absolutely insane. If they do hit that in 2023, it means that they have finally kind of delivered on what Phil Spencer said, which was they wanted to deliver 3 to 4 first-party games a year. Now, let's jump over here to the next thing. And this is a claim here from a new Sony document saying that Xbox has much weaker brand momentum than PlayStation. And honestly, I would agree with that. Especially over the last month or so with all the negativity surrounding Xbox, which is why I think June 11th is such a massive opportunity for Xbox to get that momentum back again, especially after the PlayStation showcase, which I thought was very, very lackluster, at least from a first party perspective. Basically, it was a third party showcase that is showing people all the games they're going to be able to play on any platform that they have. Now, this says here that the reference for this brand momentum was found in a graph where Sony compares leading category momentum with Nintendo and Xbox, concluding that PlayStation is the strongest gaming brand, which I think it's a pretty good argument you could make. I mean, Nintendo is in there, but I think overall, PlayStation, like I've said many times, has incredible marketing. They have done a great job with building up brand loyalty and just being a platform that the average person who doesn't really follow into the gaming industry is it's probably the first platform that pops into people's minds when they're trying to figure out where they want to play their games when they walk into a store, what they should buy. So I do agree with that. And I think Xbox does have a way to go in terms of their marketing and getting that momentum and fighting back against the top of mind marketing that PlayStation has gained over the numerous years and generations that they have. But again, I know I've repeated myself like 3 times of this. June 11th is such a big day. It's such a big moment for them to be able to do this year. And Starfield, again, is a huge game that they can do that. And also they say here that figures taken from the SIE Global Brand Tracker of brand momentum with the percentage of response indicating the general momentum of the brand. And that's how they came to these numbers. So we'll see. Maybe that changes. I doubt these numbers will change too much in a PlayStation specific report, but if there's like a third party that came in and looked at this in a year from now or something, maybe those numbers will change. And finally, let's talk about this, because we saw the changing in tide in terms of the PlayStation strategy, specifically at the showcase yesterday. That is going to be getting their games on multiple platforms. Like right off of the bat at the showcase, they showed off PS5 and PC. They have a first-party game from Bungie called Marathon coming out on multiple platforms: Xbox, PlayStation, PC. So PlayStation is absolutely moving away from only focusing on first-party console exclusives, and cloud gaming is going to be the next thing that I think they continue to try to expand on. Even with the announcement of Project Q, which was like their remote play device, that's kind of a thing that they're maybe testing out, and then eventually will release something similar to like the Logitech G Cloud, where it's completely all cloud gaming. You take it on the go and access the PlayStation Cloud stuff. So this here is some information from Jim Ryan, who says that PlayStation will soon reveal aggressive plans for cloud gaming. Specifically, he says here, we observe mobility and gaming habits to be an increasingly important trend, and the cloud will be fundamental to allowing us, or indeed anybody else, to exploit that trend. Unfortunately, today is not the place for me to disclose these plans, but we do have some fairly interesting and quite aggressive plans to accelerate our initiatives in the space of the cloud that will unfold over the course of the coming months. And in terms of PlayStation's cloud, they do have that one tier in their PlayStation Plus, which is PlayStation Plus Premium, where you can get access to some of their cloud content. It's mostly older content, older PlayStation games, PS2, PS3, and you can play via the cloud if you're at the highest tier, but that's pretty much it. It's not like even comparable at all to what Xbox has with Xbox Cloud Gaming, where you're literally getting everything new available essentially on the cloud. All of their first party stuff, like Starfield, is going to be playable on the cloud. Redfall was playable on the cloud. Hi-Fi Rush was playable on the cloud. All of the new stuff is going to be playable on the cloud. And I feel like that's kind of something that PlayStation is going to go down. It just makes a ton of sense, right? If you can just access an app on a smartphone, a device that everybody now has literally to survive, like you kind of need it to work and just get around. If you could just put an app on there where people can go click on it and then access your ecosystem, it's so easy that it's a no-brainer. And I feel like that's what's going to be happening with PlayStation going forward. Maybe they will release, like I said, another mobile device. I know PS Vita was a failure for them, but maybe they're like, hey, this is our opportunity to get back into the handheld gaming market, and we're going to release something that really focuses on the cloud and taking the cloud with you on the go. Still a lot to be foreseen on this, but again, from the showcase yesterday, we're seeing PlayStation's plans slowly unfold, slowly progress, and becoming more along the lines of what Xbox does. It's not going to be identical. They're still going to keep some of their exclusives. Not everything is going to be day and date or anything like that, at least as of now. I think at some point they will be, but right now it won't be. But you're seeing their plans evolve. You're seeing PlayStation trying to grow that ecosystem out, because they know console exclusives is not going to be the way to be able to continue to grow as the future of gaming continues to hit us. So I will leave the video there, guys. If you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up. If you're new here, hit that subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.